The Arsenal game, 5-0. Starts off during Timber gets a brace. Victor Gyokeres gets a brace. Saka pops up with the goal as well. A really good right-footed finish.
Boss finish.
Kwame, we have to come to you first.
Yes.
Again, the lineup: Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori. It's pretty much what Arteta has preferred so far this season. Odegaard, Zubimendi, Rice, Zubimendi with his first Emirates Premier League game. Saka, Gyokeres and Madueke. Now, maybe that isn't the out-and-out three that you go with. Eze's just come in. He was announced today. Beautiful reception that he got when he was walking out. I have to say, Arsenal smashed it with the video.
It was cool.
It was beautiful. I was singing along with it. I was singing along to it. Ian Wright sitting on the chair.
Whenever you want an emotional kind of feel-good video, get Ian Wright.
I thought they were going to go the complete opposite way and get Sol Campbell in. Get him to hand him.
See, I would have liked that. I would have liked that. That would be good. That would be different.
It wasn't Sol Campbell betrayed Spurs. As he just played, just dipped his
but it's still a bit of
Sol Campbell was evil what he did, lad. As he just dipped his toes in the water and went, only messing. Like, that was different, you know what I mean?
But it was an emotional day for the Arsenal faithful. There was something special about that moment as well, Eze coming out before I get into the game.
Big boost, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. I haven't seen it. I was mentioning it to Cecil yesterday as well. Shout out to him. I haven't seen a player come into the Emirates like that and get that kind of reception. The only time I felt like that, and I'm not comparing them, I'm just saying, is when Thierry Henry came back and he scored against Leeds. I think it was the FA Cup or whatever, or the Carling Cup. But it's that jubilation. It's that the emotions that was within the Emirates. I wasn't there, but obviously I watched it in the sense of, we were so happy, and you saw his face as well, and you could see he's worked his whole career to get back to this moment.
Great story.
It is. It's a fantastic story.
It's a fairy tale story.
Fantastic story.
So many positives to pick out of this game. Of an Arsenal persuasion. Pretty boring first half, I'll be honest. Leeds did well to stay in the game at only 1-0 right up until when Saka scored. Timber gets that header, really good header.
Really good.
Good header. Set piece FC. Yeah.
Stoke City FC.
Do you like that?
Yeah, no, you know what? It's one of the weaknesses that we always had in our past, and now we've turned it into an ultimate strength. Now, a lot of the opposition, they kind of cottoned onto it last season, and I think Arteta's obviously, with the work of the coaches, they've come back with different plays, and I said this is similar to how NFL plays, NBA, where each set piece is different. The players, how they organise themselves, and they don't know what to do. And even with that first goal with Timber, he was kind of ghosting at the back, and then they all kind of moved in one movement into the centre of the goal. And Timber, one of the smallest men, got the header. So it was a fantastic header, that one. I think that finish from Saka was incredible as well.
Is that one of them where the keeper doesn't even have time to react before he's looked at it? It's past him.
Yeah. Just, it was so quick.
Shoot on his right foot,
so quick,
well.
but
100%.
There's so many times I've seen Saka on that right with his right foot. He's so deadly, just as much as on his left, but on his right as well. And it was a fantastic finish. That kind of was just before we went into half time, so it's perfect time to score a goal.
2-0.
But I think the one that we was all waiting for was the Gyokeres goal. And it was in an open play, and it was Suarez-like people. That's right. I said it. Yeah, just like Voldemort or whatever. I'm saying it. Suarez, in the sense of I remember when I used to watch Suarez, world-class player, by the way, in the Premier League for Liverpool.
One of the best number 9s of all time.
100%.
But top 5 ever.
No, 100%. 100%. No doubts about it. But what I'm saying is, I used to watch Suarez get the ball from that same position, and he would kind of jinx his way in between players.
It'll be pretty as well.
It's never pretty.
Luck of the draw.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. It's a Suarez-like goal. And that's what Gyokeres gives you. It was out of nothing. The amount of times I've seen Martinelli get the ball on the left-hand side and he'll end up cutting back and passing it. Now we've got a player who can give us something out of nothing. And, those games we would have just won 2-0 and we'd just be like, oh, yeah, it's a set piece. Yeah, we've got 1 or 2 goals. But now we've got a little bit more extra. And I think that goal is going to leak in more goals for him. I think he's going to get so many goals this season, honestly. I think he'll get more than 15.
Nick, a lot of people were saying when Gyokeres joined, he scored probably 90% of his goals against teams in the lower half of the table. He gets 2 today. One's a penalty, clinical. The first one, again, bully, kind of a flat track bully kind of goal.
Yeah.
Just forcing his way through, cuts back into the post instead of going across. But we saw his performance, and listen, he wasn't great at Manchester United last week. But are Arsenal fans bothered that he will score a hatful in these kind of games, but maybe it won't click for him when he's playing against the likes of you know, the Uniteds, even though they were poor last season, but the Van Dijks and
Yeah, you know what?
teams like that.
Yeah, you kind of like the way he sort of scores sometimes is like it's almost like he bundles his way through players and gets a goal. He won't do that as much in the Premier League simply because it's a more physical league. But in terms of the stat pattern against the lesser sides, see, I don't think that's as much of an issue for Arsenal in particular because Arsenal do well against the Big Six anyway.
Yep.
They're quite all right against the Big Six.
Games,
but actually, last season, like wasn't it West Ham at home?
It's those games,
Fulham,
yeah.
So those are the games where where you're creating chances but no one's putting it away, or it's the games where you're fiddling about for so long in and around the box, but you're not putting it in there because there's no one in there that you really trust to go on and finish it. So the fact that you've got that guy now is going to be a massive boost. I'm still hesitant to say where I think how good of a striker Gyokeres will go on to be, but it's almost like it doesn't necessarily always matter because if you just get him the chances that he needs, where the one-touch finishes, then he'll kind of be fine. He'll score a lot of goals anyway. So I don't think it's an issue that he doesn't necessarily score against the big sides, and also that might change at Arsenal. Yeah, he will. Yeah, because if there's space in behind, he can run.
Yeah,
he can run.
I support Liverpool. I don't know. You look at Arsenal as probably one of the. I know, if he couldn't sell. And I see Arsenal as probably the strongest candidates to win the league. Like, this is the final piece that they've been wanting the whole time. They've got a great back line. It's the best in the league.
Thank you.
This is what they've been waiting for. And if he kicks on now and he gives them motivation by scoring these goals, mate, they're threatening. And the thing about them is they're winning when they play poorly and they're winning when they play good. They played crap against Man United last week. They did.
Sample size,
they did.
though.
Yeah, I know
games
that, right?
Season,
It's again, we keep going. It's only 2 games in, of course, right? But right now, what I've seen so far is them play bad and win, and then play good and win. So like, they're a threat. They're a big threat to win this league.
Are you worried now? Obviously, because I'm looking at it now. We're playing you guys next week.
Yeah.
Are you worried with the fact that we've slumped Leeds? Obviously, we just about got a win against Man United, but still going into the game now against Anfield, I'm very confident as an Arsenal fan now.
I don't think you'll beat us at Anfield. I think this is a game on paper that you should absolutely be winning. It's one of the easiest games you're going to play all season. Definitely. You're playing at home against a promoted team. You should be winning this game.
True.
Going to Anfield is a completely different test, mentally, physically, quality-wise. It's a very different game. So we'll see what happens. Also, with the Saka going off and Odegaard going off, you don't know if they're going to play next week as well, right?
No.
So that's a big blow if Saka's not there. Then I'm feeling a lot more confidence about the Liverpool game.
Mate,
I've got lots to say about Liverpool.
If Saka doesn't start, you've got Madueke and Martinelli as your 2 wingers. That's not great.
That's all right.
No.
It's not.
For example, would Eze start? Would you start Eze next week?
This is where I would start Eze. This is where I would change it up.
But then Odegaard, if he's out, then maybe Eze comes in instead of him.
You could put him there, and then you could put Wanyeri on the right, or you could put Martinelli there for his defensive duties, etc. But Martinelli naturally is on his right, so I think he wouldn't be as bad. I think just on the left where Marty used to play, it just used to stifle us going forward. Whereas now, when we're transitioning into that final third, we can be a lot more clinical. I saw a lot more balls going forward, which I didn't see in the Man United game, which I was upset about. Yeah. So now they're kind of realising, we've got a world-class striker who can finish anywhere. Give it to him and see what we can do, but it will also give him that support. I saw Eze, obviously he was clapping obviously Gyokeres' goal because he's thinking, I actually can't wait to play in this team, because he's looking at the opportunities that certain players are getting. He's like, I reckon I can score from that.
When everyone's fit, then is Eze the left winger?
For me,
I think so. I think it makes sense.
Arsenal fans, let us know what you think at home.
Yeah, 100%.
It's going to have to be Lewis Skelly though, creating the width for you, because he's not a left winger really. He drifts into the middle.
Yeah,
you need
Lewis
Skelly.
2 number 10s, and you'll need Skelly to bomb on.
Yeah. Well, you got Skelly, and then you got Calafiori, who loves to go forward as well. That's something that obviously Skelly needs to work on his game, is maybe going wide instead of inverting, and he's going to congest the midfield. But yeah, for me, it's either Calafiori bombing forward past Eze, but because Eze is so gifted, he's going to draw so much attention to him, which will free up space for these players.
2 years ago, we got asked the player of the season, and I said Eze, and everyone was like, "Why are you saying this player?" And I was like, "Because I love to watch the way he plays football.
He's a beautiful player.
I'm a freestyle footballer. That's what I do for a job, right? So I do all the skills and that myself. Yeah. And he reminds me of a player that's grew up playing in the cages, lad, and you just can't get the ball off him, bro. And the way he does it aesthetically is beautiful. He's effective. He's got every type of shot in his arsenal. I honestly like him going to you now is like
he's the last of a dying breed. He's the type of player.
Excellent.
He's a bit
fantastic.
of a maverick, isn't he?
Yeah.
One of the other massive positives, including Duran Timber gets a brace, Gyokeres gets a brace, Saka scores, and we'll speak about the negatives after that. But Max Dowman comes on today, becomes Arsenal's second youngest
15
player.
years,
wins a penalty at the end.
233 days or whatever.
That's a child, lad. That's
when
an
I was,
actual
I've
child.
got to say, right, when I was in Thailand earlier on in the year, we were at this restaurant, and next to us was Max Dowman's dad.
No way.
In this Koh Samui restaurant, and the guy said, "That's Max Dowman's dad." And I went, "Who's Max Dowman?" Definitely, I know who he is now.
Yeah, now you know.
I've just watched him. I mean, he flashes a volley just wide. He's 15. He's in year 11. He's taking his GCSEs.
He's still got braces.
He's half my age, mate. He's half my age.
Still got braces. He's quite tall as well. His stature is quite tall.
Wiry though, and tricky, isn't he?
He's tricky. He's strong. He's quick. He's confident, and there's something about him. I know a lot of Arsenal fans, we always go on about our youngsters, but there's definitely something special. Even when you compare it to how Wanyeri kind of broke through.
You got a great academy, lads.
No
one can deny that. Skelly and Wanyeri,
one of the best,
and now that, lads.
One of the best, and I think that even him just coming on just shows you how much faith Arteta has in the young man. 15. I know it's Leeds, yes, I know it's at home, but still, no, it's fantastic. So it's great to see him. He even won a penalty for us, which is, again, he's helping us in different ways, where he's committing defenders to cause fouls on him, and then that obviously leads to us getting our penalty.
That's one thing about Arteta. I don't really like Arteta, I can't lie to you, brother, but I'll give him credit there, right, where he brings the youth through, and I respect him for that, because he recognises talent and goes, I'm giving you an opportunity. And I have a lot of respect for that guy. And now you've got two fantastic, or three. Dowman definitely could be one, but now Lewis Skelly and
Max Dowman, what a Premier League debut that is for a 15-year-old.
That's mad, isn't it?
Jamie Redknapp in the game before said, I've seen him when he was 7 or 8. This was in the warm-up to the game before he'd even come on and done this. He said, I have no doubt that he'll go on to be one of the best players ever. He said one of the best Premier League players ever. Wow.
To be fair, how many 15-year-olds do you see come in the Premier League and look part? I mean, we were saying in the game that one of the Leeds fullback gave away a foul, and, and you can see straight away.
He's 15, lad. No, lad, you can't get past me.
And even another thing as well, we were saying before the show, that ability to stop, slow it down, wait for the defender to shift their weight one way or the other, and then go, and he's gone. And he's so tricky that he's got such quick feet that you just can't get him. He's a wicked player.
It's this modern hook technique, innit, lad, where they go like I can't explain. These drop the shoulder one way, but on that way it's too late.
So listen, great news for Max Dowman. Yet another pod says I wanted Max to take that penalty so bad.
We said that. We said that, but then it makes sense professionally to give it to Gyokeres. But it would have been nice to see young Max have a penalty chance
on his debut.